Good afternoon, Miss McClendon. Son Techeira here. Finally, we get to see each other. Pleasure is all mine. As you know, this is off my first video doing the about the painting, as I chose David Securo's Echoes of a Scream. This speaks volumes to me every time I see it. Even when I open the book and I'm on another chapter, I always remember this. First of all, what do you think of when you see this? Destruction, tragedy, uh, faith, hope, lost, gone, destroyed. And yet, an innocent child is, at the very least, depicted here. Now, do you see the red sash? That says nothing to me than the blood. Look how it flows. Look at the brush strokes or the strokes that comes down. It's constantly flowing. The fact that it's coming down and not it's circular means that it's constantly flowing. The backdrop of the tree that's bearing no fruit means to me that it's desolate. Now, it may be coincidental that I'm in the military, but this is war. This is what war does. This is what war leaves. Now, many people don't like it. Many people don't want to talk about it. Let's visit Iraq for example. Let's take the average human being and send them to Iraq and let them see the destruction. Then we look like monsters. But this is necessary. A lot of most folks see tragedy. I see necessity. Is it disturbing? Yes. Why would a child be in an environment as such, or who says it could be a child? It could be an adult. But why is it coughing up another adult? And that's the disturbing part. And it in the midst of destruction, what if it represents rebirth? In the midst of destruction, something anew can come forth. We don't have to go too far to be familiar with something like this. Let's just visit down the road to Hurricane Katrina, Louisiana. Folks there are still recovering from the damage a natural disaster caused. But to most of them, this is what the destruction left. To the average common American that was not involved in any sort of disaster, this shocks the system. This says to me, even though unlike, even though frowned upon, and yes, it does bring about death. Yes, the possibility does include myself. It also represents life. The young one coming out of the older one represents a death and a new birth. Now, the way forward of that new birth, that's a different story. It's in question altogether. But everyone, in some way, shape, form, and or fashion, whether we would like to admit it or not, have an echo of a scream. Thank you.